Angel Reese, a towering presence on and off the basketball court, never shies away from making headlines. Her style is unmistakable, hard-nosed, confident, and brimming with a magnetic energy that makes fans flock to her games. But recently, Reese's name trended for a reason that had little to do with her skills on the hardwood. When rumors swirled about Chennedy wanting to distance herself from the drama, it set the stage for a series of events that showcased Reese's knack for turning chaos into a spectacle. Add Caitlin Clark into the mix, and you have a basketball soap opera that could rival the best reality TV. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Carter, known for her lightning-fast playmaking and no-nonsense demeanor, seemingly had enough of whatever situation had bubbled up behind the scenes. The whispers began. Carter wanted out. Out of what, though? Out of Angel Reese's orbit? Out of team dynamics that didn't suit her? Out of a spotlight that sometimes burns too brightly? Reese, never one to let a narrative write itself without her input, reacted in her usual fashion, boldly, publicly, and with enough fervor to light up social media. Reese didn't mince words, her actions speaking volumes as she took to social platforms and game-time performances to channel whatever energy Carter's decision stirred up. It wasn't just about Carter's alleged exit, it was about what Reese represented: loyalty to her team, a fierce defense of her reputation, and perhaps most importantly, a clear signal to Caitlin Clark and others that she wouldn't back down. Reese has always been a competitor who thrives on turning perceived slights into fuel for her fiery performances, and this moment was no exception. On the court, Reese ramped up her game as if every basket, rebound, and assist were a pointed rebuttal to the whispers surrounding Carter's departure. She had a knack for knowing exactly how to send a message without saying a word, her movements sharp, deliberate, and relentless. The crowd could sense it too. Every time she took the ball to the hoop, it felt personal. Reese's physicality and intensity made her a force to reckon with, but it was her mental game that elevated the stakes. She wasn't just playing to win, she was playing to prove a point. Meanwhile, Carter's decision to distance herself didn't sit quietly in the background. Social media chatter amplified every cryptic post, every sideline glance, every moment that could be interpreted as a hint of discord. For her part, Carter seemed intent on maintaining her focus, a sharp contrast to Reese's fiery demeanor. If Reese was the storm, Carter was the eye, calm but unmovable. This dichotomy only added fuel to the fire, as fans and analysts speculated about the true nature of their dynamic. What made this drama particularly gripping was its intersection with Caitlin Clark's story. Clark, another standout star with a playing style that blends precision with flair, has always been a lightning rod for attention. Her rivalry with Reese was already well documented, their mutual respect underscored by an undercurrent of competition that brought out the best, and sometimes the boldest, in both players. Reese's recent antics, though, seemed to take a different tone. It wasn't just about showing Carter the door, it was about protecting what Reese perceived as her territory, both on the court and in the larger basketball narrative. Clark's name entered the fray not by choice but by association. Reese's actions suggested an unspoken message. Clark was a player to be respected, but also one to be reminded of Reese's dominance. Whether Clark wanted to be involved or not didn't matter. Reese's behavior created a ripple effect, pulling everyone within reach into the vortex of her high-stakes, high-drama world. It was almost theatrical, the way she carried herself, part warrior, part showman, and fully committed to her role as the centerpiece of the spectacle. What made this saga particularly engaging wasn't just the basketball but the personalities behind it. Reese, with her expressive reactions and larger-than-life charisma, has always had a way of making her point known without needing a microphone. Her body language during games became a form of storytelling all its own. A flex after a big shot, a pointed look at the bench, a wave to the crowd. It was all part of her repertoire. These moments didn't just punctuate her performances, they defined them. Carter, by contrast, seemed to prefer a quieter approach. Her skill set spoke loudly enough, her ability to dissect defenses and make plays a testament to her basketball IQ. Yet, in the court of public opinion, silence can sometimes be deafening. As Reese's dramatic displays continued to dominate the narrative, Carter's decision to step back began to feel like a missed opportunity. The drama was no longer just about basketball, it was about personalities, and in this arena, Reese was the undisputed champion. Caitlin Clark, ever the tactician, appeared to be playing her own game, both on and off the court. While Reese and Carter's situation brewed, Clark remained focused, her performance as consistent as ever. If she felt any pressure from Reese's antics, she didn't show it. Instead, she seemed to channel the energy into her play, letting her skills speak louder than any off-court storyline. Still, Reese's protective stance toward Clark was impossible to ignore. Whether it was out of respect, rivalry, or a mix of both, Reese's actions suggested she saw Clark as someone worth defending, even as she worked to outshine her. The implications of this saga extend beyond the court. Reese's ability to turn moments like these into cultural touchpoints speaks to her understanding of the modern sports landscape. Basketball is no longer just a game, it's a platform, a stage, a conversation. And Reese knows how to dominate that conversation, her actions resonating far beyond the scoreboard. For young fans, she's an icon of confidence. For her peers, she's a reminder that success often requires a certain level of audacity. Yet the question remains, what does all this mean for Carter, Reese, and Clark moving forward? Carter's decision to distance herself suggests a player who values clarity over chaos, a rare trait in the high-pressure world of elite basketball. Reese, on the other hand, thrives in the chaos, using it to fuel her performances and expand her brand. And Clark? She seems to have mastered the art of staying above it all, her steady focus a counterpoint to Reese's fiery persona. While the final chapter of this drama is yet to be written, one thing is certain. Angel Reese knows how to command attention. Whether she's dunking on her critics or embracing the theatrics of the moment, she's a player who understands that basketball is as much about personality as it is about skill. And in a sport where rivalries drive narratives, Reese's latest saga has only added to her legend. Angel Reese's ability to captivate audiences doesn't just stop at her skills or her flair for the dramatic. It lies in her knack for creating a moment. She's not just playing basketball, she's weaving a story that fans can't help but follow. With Chennedy Carter's quiet yet calculated withdrawal and Caitlin Clark's focused consistency, Reese remains at the epicenter, orchestrating a narrative that keeps her name and her influence front and center. On the surface, the drama might seem like another chapter in the ever-entertaining world of competitive sports. But beneath the highlights and viral clips, there's a deeper commentary on what it means to be a star in today's game. Reese understands that visibility matters, that sometimes the drama isn't just a distraction, it's the draw. Carter's retreat from that spotlight contrasts sharply with Reese's embrace of it, showcasing two starkly different approaches to handling pressure, fame, and ambition. For Caitlin Clark, the chaos swirling around Reese and Carter may serve as a reminder of the dynamics she'll have to navigate as her own star continues to rise. For Reese, it's just another day in her world, where every move is intentional, every reaction calculated, and every game a stage for her to dominate. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.